A while ago, I started a project to conduct an AI-supported scoping review on thematic analysis. That journey ended with me having to throw out a full year's worth of work. But I picked up the pieces and redid it, and the results are much stronger than before. In this video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of part 3, how I handled data extraction and charting using AI in my scoping review. Hi there, I'm Dr. Kenyon Wong and I teach research at 2 UK universities and support postgraduate students on their dissertations and theses. I also do independent research to show my students exactly what the process looks like and review the potential problems and solutions. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of my videos about using AI in research or tools and tips for postgraduate research students, make sure you are subscribed and ding that notification bell too. In the previous video, we left off at searching and screening, which resulted in 39 research articles in this scoping review. Data extraction and charting is essentially what my analysis is. I am particularly wary of how this may come across to the readers of this research. While I am using AI-supported processes, there are certain analytical decisions that I need to make on my own because that is my contribution to the academic knowledge about the topic. AI cannot discern complex nuances or replace human judgment. So much like before, AI was used to make this step more rigorous, but not to replace the analysis that I'm doing. Since I'm the sole reviewer for this project, I don't have a colleague to cross-check my work, so I essentially hired AI as my second reviewer. I used a 3-step process. Number 1, manual extraction, then AI extraction, and reconciliation. Manual data extraction was quite straightforward. I read through the papers and extracted data that I was interested in, quite often including parts of the writing from the articles or summarize where I could. This took me quite some time because it was 39 papers. I used Elicit AI in the second step. Elicit AI is a large language model which allows you to upload papers to it and then you can ask questions about them. I use it to extract information about the papers, but that required some prompting for those that are more specific to my review. This video by Cochrane explains how AI can be used for data extraction and the steps necessary to ensure rigor. One of the organizations that develop gold standard systematic review, scoping review, and rapid review guidance. The link is in the description below. I uploaded my papers, which required a premium account due to the volume, and Elicit produced an extraction table containing the data, direct quotation, and the AI's reasoning. In a typical scoping review where you would have a second reviewer, each of you would do your data extraction and then you will later discuss and combine your extracted information. In this case, much like a lot of you, I'm doing it on my own, so I need to reconcile the differences between my manual data extraction and that from Elicit AI. Where details matched but the phrasing differed, I chose a more specific explanation. Where they disagreed, I returned to the original papers to verify. This is actually faster than you would think because Elicit provided the specific quotations which allows me to Control F my way to find the answers very quickly. AI's data extraction is not perfect, but neither was mine. I noticed that AI frequently got basic information like the authors, the country, the year of publications wrong. Sometimes it would extract the name of editors and reviewers of the articles as the authors of the paper. Country of publications was sometimes confused with the country of the journal. The year of publication was often confused with the year the paper was accepted. AI also seemed to extract the wrong participant numbers as well sometimes, confusing the numbers or participant groups as well. AI also seems to get some of the columns wrong and includes irrelevant information. For example, when I ask for cited references for their thematic analysis, it quite often says no citation provided, even though I found it in my manual data extraction. However, AI was superior at narrative synthesis. It made sense of long, complex paragraphs about how AI was used in the study, often providing a more detailed and succinct summaries than I did manually. Synthesis and charting required a different approach. I did all of this manually. For example, even though I extracted participant counts with some basic descriptions of the participants, it is very difficult to sift through all of the extracted writing even within this column only. So I created a clean column and only included the numbers so that I can use the filter option on Excel or order the papers in ascending order so that it's easier for when I write later. Sometimes I've established categories categories like sorting when AI is used in analysis into 3 different stages of thematic analysis. For the justification columns, I establish a checkbox system so that I can use the filter when I'm checking counts of the papers. Not all of these were planned ahead of time. Sometimes the messiness did not emerge until I am in the middle of writing, so I had to return to my extraction table to tidy up further. That is so that I don't confuse myself or make mistakes. Cross-checking manual and AI data extraction was incredibly valuable. I am capable of making mistakes, and so is AI. But together we fixed errors that could have seriously damaged the rigor of the review. I don't think I can, in good conscience, recommend letting AI do data extraction without any strict oversight. However, for students who lack the resources to hire a second reviewer, AI can be that critical second pair of eyes. It opens doors for solo researchers to ensure higher degree of academic rigor. In my next video, I'll cover how I wrote up my research with some AI support as well. I will post the full research in the description below so that you can read all of my research steps in more detail, along with my academic justifications and citations and references that you might find useful if you are using AI supported literature review processes as well. If you're watching this, you'll probably find my previous video on scoping review analysis really helpful too. I also have other videos on common scoping review mistakes on my channel. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!